In this video, we're gonna install the Font Awesome style sheet into our project. Well, install is a more complex word. You can click here on Start, and here you can see that we have the link for the style sheet, so we can copy this. And let's open Studio Code. And again, we're gonna open the layout. Here we have the master page. We're gonna open the index.pog. And right after the Bootstrap style sheet, we're gonna add a new link. And here on the href, we're going to paste this, and this is going to install Font Awesome into our project. So we're going to close this, and we're going to open again the travels view, travels index.pog. And here you can see that we have this paragraph. If you take a look here on the design that we have in mind, you can see that we have the icon, and then we have the text. So in order to achieve something like this, I'm going to add the paragraph, and I'm going to add the I tag, and we're going to use the Font Awesome icons and also the classes. So we're going to use Font Awesome, FA calendar, and it's going to be Alt. And then to display the text from the database together with the icon, we're going to use the following syntax. So it's going to be similar to a pipe. You can see that we have this line that is vertical. It's going to be aligned to the I tag. And then we're going to use the pound sign and also the braces. So it's going to be travel and a dot. So this is going to be the departure date. And we're going to add also a dash. And then we're going to, let me copy this. So it's going to be almost the same. Instead of having departure, it's going to be return date. So you can save this and reload the project. And now you can see we have the icon. And then we have the departure and also the return date. You can add something here, for example, departure date. And then you can use right here, or you can add the return date. And you can save this, and it's going to display this. You can see that the icon and the text are really close. So you can add, for example, a space right here, and this is going to add the space in this part. So this is working nice. Next, you can see that we have the price. So we're going to use this icon also. So we're going to copy this part. So let me copy this. And we're going to hit enter, and we're going to align the paragraph with the other paragraph, and the class for this is going to be $sign, and we're going to remove this. It's going to be travel dot and the price. So again, these fields belong to the database, and this is something that we define here on the model. And well, of course, you decide where you are going to display the contents. So now you can see that we have the different values. Finally, you can see that we have the description. So we're going to display the description, and it's going to be p equals to travel dot description. And let me show you something. If you save this and reload, you can see this is going to print a lot of content. If you want to trim the result, you can use a string method that is called substring, like this. And it's going to start at the 0 position, and it's going to end at 100 characters. So if you save this and reload, this is going to trim the text. So it looks a little nicer. Finally, if you take a look here on the design, you can see that we have the link where we can check all the information that is related to this travel. So we're going to create an anchor. And the href is going to be equals, we're going to remove the quotes because we're going to use the template strings. So we're going to call this one travels / and then we're going to use the $sign in the braces. So it's going to be travel.id. So this is going to point to the specific ID of each travel. And then we're going to add a class, which is going to be btn success and btn block to make this a little bigger. And finally, the text is going to say more information. So we have more information. If you open this, now you can see we have more information. And when you click here, it's going to point to the ID1, ID2, and also ID3, and so on. So this is how you query the database. You have to query the database here on the routes, and you import the model, and then you use one of these methods. Let me show you where you are going to find these methods. If you open SQLize, here you can see that we have querying. And here you can find all the different methods that you can pass to query the database. This is a little different than, for example, if you already have some experience with WordPress. In WordPress it's a little different. In this case, you use a model and one of these methods, and you pass the results to the view. In the next video, we're gonna start working. For example, if you open one of these travels, we're gonna start working with this view, and it's going to display all the contents related, all the information that is related to this specific travel. So let's continue in the next video.